Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Ratchet and Clank going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. I played the first game in the Ratchet and Clank series, just known as Ratchet and Clank, not all that long ago. At least, it doesn't seem all that long ago. And after having played it twice, I did enjoy it the second time around, and I was able to have much better enjoyment at trying to get everything. Which is exactly what I did when I finally Let's Played the first game. And now, it's time to start covering the sequels one by one. Starting with Going Commando, which came out a year after Ratchet and Clank, and takes place not that long after Ratchet and Clank, not that long after the first game. And compared to the first game, the second game does things quite a bit differently. Speaking of doing things quite a bit differently, this is the first Let's Play that I am doing on a capture device on this new computer that I have. Everything up until Sly Cooper Thieves in Time I had done on an HP Omen that I got back in 2017. But this is made on a HP Pavilion with more RAM and a faster processor that I got back in 2022. August of 2022, in fact, which is when I'm recording this. And therefore, I'm trying out some new settings. I'm trying out some new things. If things don't go all that well, I will probably go back to my old Omen settings and then just do things from here. But anyway, apparently if you wait around long enough, you'll not only see the first two games in the series being played, but you'll also apparently see Jak and Daxter, which I have Let's Played twice on my YouTube channel for the internet, apparently. I have to admit I've never done this. I've only just done a few test runs just to see if my new settings go like I want, and this is the first real thing that I'm doing. But at this point, I'm kind of rambling on. I'm going to see what else loads just to be safe. Probably some more Jak and Daxter. Nope, it just goes back to the first thing that we saw as soon as we started. Fair enough. Of course, it is kind of cool that we see Jak and Daxter on the television screen because, you know, Insomniac. But anyway, let's go ahead and press start. And we have some options as well as the ability to start new games and load previous ones. I'm going to keep widescreen off. I'm not using progressive scan. I'm leaving vibration alone. And I'm going to toggle the subtitles so that they're on. So that way, you can actually follow along with this. And now I'm going to start a game. Because why not? We have no Ratchet and Clank Going Commando save data. Yes, we are going to make it. And this will take a couple of seconds. But it shall be done. It shall indeed be done. Just waiting on this. Waiting on this. That was almost as long as Jak and Daxter when I Let's Played it the first time. Anyway, we have 4 save slots. We could continue without saving, but where's the fun in that? Actually, there's no fun at all in that, considering that this is going to be a multi-part Let's Play. Let's go ahead and save on the first thing and...
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, Tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh, yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that, well...
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
Miss Noodlebottom, I found our man. Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably! A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it!
We will?
Frank, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you in superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami. We've used bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltribulate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch. Ratchet reporting. I'm on final approach to coordinates 37 Alpha.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
And here we are. We have been tasked to get an experiment back from a thief by Abercrombie Fizzwidget, who happens to be the head honcho over at Megacorp, which replaces Gadgettron from the last game. And the game tells you that progress is saving, and that while this icon is on screen, do not remove the memory card, PS2, or turn off the console. Let's keep that in mind. Anyway, we have more clothes on now, and Ratchet is finally wearing shoes for the first time in the series. And we have two weapons. We have the Lancer, which replaces the blaster from the first game. And we have the Gravity Bomb, which is the bomb glove. More or less. I'm going to keep it at the Lancer for now. And we will be learning the controls as we go. You move around with the left stick. You can jump and double jump with the X button. Press X while in midair to do the double jump. And you can shoot with circle. And you can use the right analog stick to move the camera around. Anyway, we should know how elevators work from playing the first game.
To select weapons, hold triangle and select an icon with the left analog stick.
And if you want to see that menu that I pulled up just earlier, just hold triangle, and then you can press a direction on the left analog stick or D-pad to switch weapons. So I can press up for the Lancer, and I can... Oh, I guess I don't need to do that unless I absolutely have to. I could press up and right on the D-pad or left stick to choose the Gravity Bomb, but... I can actually use left or right here to switch between the two weapons. Fun! Again, I'm going to keep it a Lancer. And as soon as we go through this door,
Circle to fire your
we learn how to fire a weapon just by pressing triangle. And when you see enemies, you'll be able to lock onto them when you see the green reticle on them. Once you do that, you can shoot them. Our ammo will be in the upper left-hand corner, and by pressing L3, the left stick, as a button, we can see how many bolts we have, bolts being the currency, and we can see our current health and our current experience. As we fight, we can get experience for ourselves as well as our weapons. And when we fill these gauges up, we'll be able to make ourselves stronger and also get better guns. And if you jump into a ladder, you can use up, or not up, but X to climb up the ladder. Up does nothing. The crates will usually just give you bolts, but the Megacorp boxes, the Megacorp crates, will give you ammo. Again, Megacorp replaces Gadgetron from the last game. And of course, you can still fight with the wrench. Square swings the wrench. Holding R1 will let you crouch, and if you're crouching, you can press square to throw the wrench like a boomerang. Even useful against the flamethrower robots when you don't want to use ammo. However, I do want to get my experience for my stuff.
so you don't need the nanotech.
And the game tells you that you don't need the nanotech if you go into it, if you walk into it with full health for the first time. Something to keep in mind.
To reverse the camera controls, go to the options menu.
And the game told me that earlier than I expected it to. But yeah, you can change the left and right controls on the camera in the options menu if you need to. I don't need to. And yeah, that's why I want to use the gun. Because that way I can ensure that I can make my gun stronger. Also, those little spheres that were coming towards us, those things can hurt you. They don't blow up, but they do produce blaze, which can hurt you. Also, these yellow things on the edges of the platform, you can break those for bolts. And that's what I'm going to be doing before I go any further. Also, it's cool to know that just like in the last game, you can reposition yourself with the left analog stick while you're crouching. Just pick direction, and you'll be able to position yourself and look in that direction, which is quite cool. Also, I want to throw my wrench like a boomerang instead of actually doing that, because instead of just hitting it with square, because that makes it easier to do things and do them without falling off. And these things are holding up barricades as well, apparently. I want to make sure that I don't do things that I shouldn't. Yeah, let's use the boomerang wrench there and then get on the platform, get on the blue part and raise it up.
Try using the gravity bomb here. Hold triangle and select it with the left analog stick.
And this was explained earlier by yours truly. We can go ahead and switch to gravity bomb. And it's not really a glove this time. It's actually a grenade launcher. But it works the same way. You still have the target reticle on the floor. And when you press circle, that's where it will land. And just like that, we were able to blow stuff up. Also, want to make sure we get these. You can easily miss these crates. And I am going to switch back to the Lancer. And because I actually said I was doing a new thing, I'm doing alright for frames, I guess. Though I may still have to use my old settings someday. You never know. If I do, you'll know. And we have now made it to the experiment. Once we go up to it, we will get it.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Megacorp. Finish him.
I really need to remember to wait until I'm done talking before turning the mic off for a cutscene. So anyway, we've met this caped guy who happens to be a thief, and he pretty much keeps us from getting the experiment. And then we had to fight off a whole bunch of those robots that we've been fighting the whole time. That's why it took me a while for me to turn my turn my microphone on, because I had to fight those things. And those little sphere things too. Took a little bit of damage, but thankfully not much. So, now that we have done things, now we have fought our way here. We obviously can't go through that door because that's where we came in from. So we're going to have to go in through here, this little tube. And we now have a checkpoint. Want to make sure that I use a target reticle and get myself some experience for both my gun and for myself. And once we go through here, we'll trigger another cutscene.
I'm in the market for some security.
You bring the cash, we'll bring the thrash.
Good. I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
And we're here. So let's go ahead and
Acquired nanotech. Your health has improved.
get that nanotech. And shoot down these guys. That was a nice dodge. And now I want to look around and see what I can destroy. I'd rather use the wrench for the crates. Let's go ahead and get some more money. And then step on this to bring the elevator up. And since I have the ammo, I might as well use it. Now, if you make sounds, you will wake up the robots, so be careful.
You can aim your lancer more accurately by holding L1.
And by holding L1, you'll go into first-person mode. And if you have a gun equipped, you can shoot with it with circle, and you can aim by moving the left analog stick as you hold L1. Those things are up there. Now, if you go forward, these things will drop down and try to kill us. It is possible to shoot them without them coming down, but you can still get their attention. Get out of here! Stupid spheres of doom. Anyway, I did better here than in my practice run. Imagine that. Let's go ahead and refill our Lancer ammo. Ooh. I'm guessing that's not Lancer ammo. I'm guessing that's ammo for the... Or is it? Is it for the gravity bomb? It is for the gravity bomb. I'm guessing. Guess it still gives me random ammo from time to time. That's something. Well, let's go ahead and go into the next room. And this time I don't need to aim with L1 because I can just fight my way out just like that. This room is a dead end, the one on the right, but the one on the left we do need to go through in order to, well, continue on with the level. And once we go through here, we actually end it. We actually end the level, much less continue with it. So, time for a cutscene.
Ratchet checking in, sir.
Incredulous. I didn't expect to hear from you again. So soon.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Sorry about that. I forgot my wallet. Could you, take care of this?
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
I'm on my way.
For a map, press select or R3.
And if you do that, you will get a map of the current area, just like in the last game. We are now on planet Uzla, and we are now going after that masked man in the cape who took the experiment. I might as well explain the map. We can zoom in with the right analog stick and move around with the left. That arrow right there is where we are and where we're looking. The yellow area is where we've already been. I believe there is a Megacorp vendor right there. And I think that star is a place of interest. Also, there is something special where there are question marks, I would believe. So, we need to go to those areas when we can get to them. This mission has just begun, and we will be exploring planet Uzla. That's not the button I wanted to press. We will be exploring planet Uzla in the next video. And thankfully, the game has already saved for me. Good. Join me next time where we explore planet Uzla and see what we can do, and also see if we can catch up with that thief. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!